Welcome to TERRA at Home, and it is officially September 1st, so it is time to talk a bit about back to school items. We're back with Tanya from Snugglebugz in Burlington, and so nice to be back in your store again.
You too, yeah.
We always feature some really great products from your store, so this time we're kind of going this direction. And so we're talking about your store, we kind of geared around the first few years of a child's life.
First couple years for sure, and then as they kind of grow, we try to add in a couple extra things, but definitely those first 2 years.
Okay. So this kind of brings us to daycare and maybe some preschools.
Some
kids.
preschools, even a little bit of going back to JKSK or those home
Absolutely.
Daycares too, which is a big part of it.
Yeah, because this can encompass all those ages. So yes, they even get to have little gadgets too. So obviously creating lunches, and now the big trend, and in fact in a lot of actual schools, they like to have litterless lunches, right? So you
which
literally
is exactly what I was going to.
Okay, perfect. So let's talk about that.
Which is great. So there's a couple things that they feature with litterless lunches. So I love these these are actually for making your own baby food and freezing it in.
Yeah.
I love the double purpose of it. So here, there's smaller ones. So I just filled it with jujubes or little things that the kids aren't going to need tons of.
Right.
Then they have bigger containers like this where you want your actual fruits and that stuff you want more of. So that I love. But then they also have these snack bags, which I can't get enough of. Have you used these before?
No,
They're
I
fabulous.
haven't. So these are reusable snack bags.
Reuse them. So you're not using Ziploc bags or anything like that. You can reuse them every day. They wash out clean. They keep it fresh too. Some of them, they're not fresh. So your crackers are soft by the time
I've heard that, but these do.
These are fabulous.
That's a great idea, because that was the one answer that, we have all these containers, but the one thing, people were still continuing to use plastic baggies.
Or like anything to wrap it up.
Any saran wrap, anything like that. Right.
Yeah. So this has kind of answered, and then the kids think it's cool, right?
It is. Well, because there's so many different fun patterns for kids, like little skateboarders even, and that's great. Okay, so that's a great idea.
That way there too. And then, of course, to take the lunch to school, that type of thing. There's a couple things I absolutely love. So there's the zoo lunchies, which are so adorable.
My little guy has the froggy.
Does he? Love them. We all debate all the time about what's our favorite one, but I mean,
they're also
so cute, right?
Yeah.
And of course, put a little freezer pack in here.
You write their name there.
Write their name. You got a little lunch, and that's nice. But then if you're just going to daycare or a little home place just for a half day or something, what I love is this bento box, which
a bento box.
you get it's full here. You get this pack, but then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5, 6 of these that all fit in, stack in nicely.
And you
keep some out, and it keeps it all nice and cooled in there. So it's that simple, easy, quick little.
Okay, this is a good idea.
Which I absolutely love. It's one of my top shower gifts right now, actually.
Well, actually, you know, it's a great idea too, because I know my little guy even, he's been even going to camp this past summer.
This is what it's for.
You could still use this exact thing. Oh, I like that.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that.
And again, the insulating and all that helps. And I find the cool packs, they come home and they're still cold, so they've done their job, right?
Exactly.
It's the last thing we want to worry about is bacteria. I like this one too. We should show that guy.
This one here is cool. It's the Good Bin, and so it looks really plain right now, but the fun thing about it is, again, the concept of the litterless lunch. So here you actually get a pack of stickers that they decorate the outside.
Again, they love that, right?
Of course, right? And personalize it and make it their unique, cool thing. And then a little sippy. So your snacks, your pretzels, whatever.
Okay.
And then again, the whole thing comes home, wash it, and you're not throwing out all that extra garbage.
Very good. That's a good one. I like that too. Okay.
Which is really cool.
Okay, and of course they have the knapsacks that match all of the lunchy baggy.
It's super cute that way. The other thing that is really cool, which I send with all my kids to daycare, is actually this bag. So this is a wet bag. So you always have to send and leave at school that dry clothes.
Yes, especially during potty training.
Yes.
Lately I've been coming home with some interesting things.
Interesting little facts today. Well,
my whole car is like, woo.
It's so true.
I put the windows down and air it out.
So true.
So instead you could use this.
You could use this instead.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Leave this at school, label it up, and then they send your dirty stuff home with this.
Yeah,
and
that's
just
good.
A little.
Because they're not normally washing all the solid material out.
They don't wash it for you.
No, they don't.
You get that job.
I couldn't understand why they wouldn't, but now I see. Okay, very good. And of course, we should talk about these guys. I have a couple of these actually as well. These clean canteens, great for adults as well. The bigger versions of them.
Yep. And then these ones here, you get a sports cap. So my kids all love the sports cap one.
Okay.
Ironically, my son actually still likes the sippy part. So it has
Same.
like a green little spout
Yes.
that you're able to just use it as a sippy.
Yes.
I thought like going grade 1, he was going to be, no. He
Oh,
loves
okay,
it.
good, because my
He
little
loves
guy
it.
is still on the sippy, but I mean, he's not even quite 4 yet, but
Yeah,
so.
because it's not like a baby sippy. It's just a different way of
Yeah,
drinking
it makes you look more mature sippy.
That's right.
You know, they got to fit in with their friends.
That's right.
Okay, this
And
is
this snap
cool.
mat,
Yeah.
awesome. So when you go and take your little ones to a new daycare or a new child center, they need something that's theirs, that they sleep in, right?
Yes.
That's comfortable and that's their cozy thing. So
Right,
for staying
that
away
becomes
from
a
mom
requirement.
especially,
Yes.
Right. So has a pillow on it,
Oh,
and then
the little
they lay there. The
blankie.
blanket's attached, and they made the blanket long. Other
So it actually
companies
goes
do it
over your
here,
body.
but it actually fits.
smart thinking.
So this
Yes.
is when we took this to our daycare. They're like, "Oh my goodness, we need more of
Yes.
these," because it's just
Yeah.
comfortable for them, but it's their cozy thing too,
Right.
which is
Okay.
a really important part of it.
That is a
also.
really great idea. So what are these guys?
So yeah, so we just got these in, which we're excited about. They're sticker use. So it's just a label that you can write. It doesn't smudge, and label all your kids' stuff. Especially if you have more than one child.
Yes.
You can quickly do whichever name, whatever.
Right. Well, because that's the
Slap
thing.
it
Because
on.
there are the companies that will make them.
Yeah. Super cool and
Awesome,
fun
but this
designs.
is actually
This
quick
your
and easy.
Quick and easy.
Yes, and
Throw
it's
it
funny
on.
because I find I run into that problem sometimes where I'm running out of the door with a sippy cup and I don't have a label, and that I just write a Sharpie.
Exactly.
The Sharpie lasts for the day.
But it gets you through. But this
that
here
is
gonna
better.
Last. And even stuff like this, like you've got 6 of those. I might quickly label 2 one day and throw them away and get
Well,
going.
see, that's the thing. If especially if you're just sending your little one to daycare or school for the first time, you forget that you really do need to label
do
everything.
need to
The
label.
teachers, they can't.
There's a lot
keep
going on in the
track.
classroom and a lot going on. And
Yeah, like how
this
many times your
helps.
kids come home with a different hat on, or I'm like,
Or mittens.
those
They
aren't
never
his
quite
mittens.
come
That's
home.
right, it's the mittens, or
No.
they just disappear. So this helps kind of keep things a little bit more organized for everybody, and it's just easy. So and again, this is just touching the surface on obviously the kids going back to school or daycare as we say, but the store is just full of
Everything I can
everything
possibly
you could
think of that.
possibly imagine
Or
that
everything
you
that I
need.
want anyway.
Right, exactly, and you have 3, so
Yes.
you know exactly what's needed. How old's
Totally.
your youngest now?
Youngest is 2.
Well,
Yeah. So
crazy.
it's a little nuts
Fun
at
times. But again, a great store. And of course, you move seasonally as well. So moving into fall and then winter, you'll be bringing accessories and stuff
sorts
for
of fun stuff
people
for
and
later
what
and
they need. And so Snugglebugz, located in Burlington on Fairview Street. Your website is?
Snugglebugz.ca.
And the best part is you can order everything online as well.
Online,
Good shopping
$40
online.
and over free shipping. So
Good.
it's kind of convenient. Yeah.
And lots of good research on there too. So, all right, thank you again, Tanya.
Thank you
It's
so
fun being
much.
here. It's the Ultimate Baby Store. Coming up next to continue on with our fall theme, we're talking fall weddings and parties, and glamjulz is going to be on the set. We'll be back in just a few.
Live color fully at TERRA, where color lives.
AM 900 CHML is giving you more news when you want it most. Non-stop news weekday mornings 5 till 9, weekday afternoons 3 to 6, with weather and traffic on the 9s. Hear about it first from AM 900 CHML, Hamilton's news talk leader.
Heritage Perennials presents TERRA's Perennial Pick of the Week. Little Spire Russian Sage has a compact habit, fragrant gray foliage, and blooms all summer. Extremely drought tolerant and super tough. Heritage Perennials. Look for us in the blue pots.
Welcome back to TERRA at Home. I'm here with Monica Graves, who is glamjulz, and anybody around the Golden Horseshoe area, and now like pretty much everywhere, because I know you've seen a lot of Hollywood stars wearing glamjulz, knows of your company. And how long have you been in business now?
Oh my God, glamjulz was born in 2000.
Oh, wow.
And I started jewelry making 20 years ago, so.
Yeah, so
exactly
you've had,
20
I mean,
years.
that's the thing, and that's what it takes, right? It's artsy, it's creative, and again, it's also growing with the trends and the changes that we have, right? And all the influences
Yes.
we have in fashion and design. And we've come a long way. So now what we're talking about here, being in September officially, is moving into fall. and sort of what we're seeing for fall. So what are you seeing in terms of like color trends and design trends?
Fall is like so exciting this year. I don't know if you remember 2 years ago, there were so many shades of gray. Everything was gray with a tiny bit of color.
Yes.
Gray, gray, gray.
Even in design and decor in your house.
Exactly.
Was gray.
That was like the big thing.
Right.
And the big deal this fall is forget the gray, forget the black, forget all that stuff, and let's keep having fun with color, because the summer we even did neon this summer.
I know,
which
and that's
was
the
amazing.
thing, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I loved. I mean, you and I both did an event for Joelle's, and we were there, and everybody was wearing, for once, women were walking around in bright colored dresses.
Yes.
And no one's wearing the gray, no one's wearing the black dresses anymore. So now it's nice to see that would even continue into fall.
Exactly.
And not just the typical fall colors we know.
That's
the
right.
rusts and the reds.
No, there's all kinds of different colors. There's magenta, there's like even lime green mixed with teal and navy and all these great colors. So, and women are using those colors and accessories to pop, because of course you're going to still wear blacks
your
and
neutrals
grays and neutrals. Yeah. But they're using that color to really pop an outfit and just,
well, that's the thing, because I think before too, even so, at the office, for example, or going out for an evening, you would wear, obviously as you're getting into winter and fall, you definitely, you start to wear those neutral colors, the browns and grays and blacks. But you would also still kind of just put like a silver earring with it, or just a light, you wouldn't really go. But now you can take a necklace and go bam, right?
Yes,
and
that's right.
That's okay.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. People are taking a lot more risk, I think, too, with their accessories and with color. And I think, it's sort of when somebody has a really happy, beautiful piece of jewelry on, they're more approachable.
Yes,
and it's great in an interview. It's great when you're meeting with a client. It's all those things. It's a conversation piece. So
well, like yours, for example. I mean, just looking at this in your neck, it's right around your face, and it just looks so happy and friendly, and it is.
That's
right.
what we're all about.
And people cannot look at you and not go, "Oh my gosh, I love that."
Yeah,
right?
it's just like candy.
Yeah, it totally does. So also another thing, of course, as we move into every season. I mean, people are getting married any time of the year nowadays, but the fall weddings are gorgeous. Brides are looking for some ideas for their bridal parties, which is one thing you really specialize in, is being able to literally sit down with a bride-to-be and you can achieve their exact color combination that they want.
Exactly, yeah. And that's so exciting because they come to the studio, they bring a tiny little fabric swatch, and then we color match the beads. We give them other ideas, like how about mixing in the color of the shoes and the flowers and other things that are happening.
That people wouldn't think about, right?
Exactly,
Sometimes?
yep. That's
to kind
right.
of ground the necklace. So we have an example here of what we're kind of seeing as we move into fall this year for weddings and for parties and outings.
Yeah.
I think probably, why don't we kind of go right to the bride right now, because you were saying that brides are getting away from just that neutral white or clear crystal nothing. This is like some color.
Yep, this is some color. And one trend, Leslie, that you've probably seen, a lot of brides will add color to their dress.
Yes.
So they may have a sash in like a nice pink or a blue or something. They don't necessarily want the pearls and the white.
Right.
They want to show some color. And this is a gorgeous piece that a lot of brides really love. And it's all done in
because
Preciosa.
that's the thing. So it's like, it's still subdued color, but it's color.
It is, exactly.
Right, and it looks very classy, very glam.
Yeah.
And so as you're going to the evening, it's sparkly.
That's right, and it still has a classic look, so when she looks at her pictures 20 years from now, it's still a beautiful piece.
That's right. You don't want to go, oh boy, like some of the weddings from the 70s.
That was. Yeah, no, we don't want that.
But the great part about that is, again, this is obviously like layers and layers of jewels, but you could also go with one strand or two or three or whatever.
Exactly. So, it's totally up to the bride and what she's comfortable with.
Earrings as well.
Yeah,
bracelets.
Matching earrings, bracelets. We also have a cute little necklace for the flower girl. So this is very traditional here. We've done this with the clear crystal and the pearl, but sometimes the brides will get us to do a little shot of color, to pick up on the rest of the colors in the wedding. So that's really sweet also.
And what makes it great about, gearing around the bridesmaids is that, and the bridal party in general, is that you can make this their gift.
Yes.
A lot of people are not sure what to give all of their, especially if you have, some people have 12, some people have 2. So this is a great gift idea. Package it up, and this is what you wear on my day, but this is a keepsake, and it's really awesome too.
Exactly, right? That's right. And speaking of the gifts for the girls, like the really great thing that we're starting to see is brides want consistency in the way all the girls look, but they also want their girls to really show their own personality. So we have pieces like this where they can be worn like so many different ways.
Neat idea.
So what the bride will do, maybe she'll have 4 girls and she'll have each girl wear this piece in a way that suits her. So I can just show you for an example. Like this one you can wear long. You can obviously double it and wear it short. And then I've designed it with 2 clips, so that kind of opens up a whole world of possibility where you can clip it
wherever you
halfway
want.
along the chain. Yep, wear it in like a Y. If that's too long, you just clip up here. You can even clip off to the side. Wear it like that. You can belt it.
I have one of those at home, but I'm like, wow, I didn't even know
now
you could do
you know
all
what
that.
you can do with it. Yeah, exactly. And
Oh,
then
isn't that great?
the other great thing is it's super easy to wear as a bracelet. So if
Yes.
you're going to do it as a bracelet, you just clip here and just start wrapping. And then you have a
Perfect.
gorgeous cuff bracelet.
So the versatility is there, and then
Yeah.
again, that's like a really great keepsake for people, right? It's
Exactly.
just a special thing, and again, something that people always love to have something that they can use again. Right?
Exactly.
Maybe if you can't wear that dress again, but you can wear the jewelry
but
again.
the jewelry will last forever.
We have to show this one because this is gorgeous as well.
Yes, this
Love
is a
this
big
idea.
trend. They're calling this on the runways. They're calling this the bib necklace,
Just because of
and
all
it
the
is
layers
shaped like a
down here.
bib, but it is really, really beautiful, and looks gorgeous under a collar too.
Sure.
You know,
yeah,
like just sort of
absolutely.
peeking out
Absolutely.
under a collar. It spreads really nicely across the neck, and
So how does
Yeah.
if someone wants to get together with you for to plan their wedding, their jewelry for the wedding, how would they do that?
They can actually, the easiest thing is just to go right on our website,
Okay.
and we have a bridal contact section. So they can contact us through there in our studios in Burlington. So we meet many brides right at our studio. The other thing that we do is we work through email. So I can
That's good,
photograph
though.
photos of beads, send it to brides. We've done lots of bridal for brides in other states, other provinces.
Because you can now with
Yeah.
technology, you're able to do that.
Exactly.
As you say with pictures, you can put a sample together,
Yeah.
take a shot of it and send it. Which brings
Yes.
me to mention, I have to mention, of course, you are the sponsor for the Hamilton Tiger Cat cheerleaders this year.
Yeah.
So people will notice on field when they're wearing their dress uniforms, they have earrings and beautiful necklaces all in the Tiger Cat colors,
Yeah.
which people are loving. And we did it the same way, which is creating
Yeah.
samples and us being able to see what worked for us.
That was
and,
perfect. You came to the studio.
Yep.
We picked the right beads.
Yeah,
and
and we matched it to a T to our uniforms. So again, you can even go with dance teams and cheerleaders. You
Yeah,
get something
anything.
for everybody. So again,
Yeah.
of course, you can find a lot of your beautiful jewelry local as well.
Yeah.
Jewels, Bling on King.
Bling on King. Bling on King's got a really great assortment, and they do a lot in bridal also. So we've done some bridal pieces
Oh, that's
for
right.
them, and
Perfect.
yeah, so
Good.
that's a great place.
Well, thanks
to
for
check out
coming
too.
on the show. I could talk jewelry for days, but we have to go. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
We'll be back
Leslie.
with more Terra at Home.
Come and explore the new Terra, where color lives.
You've sat under them and built forts in them. You've swung from them and fell out of them. You've even fallen in love under them. Trees have always held a special place in our hearts and memories. A natural beauty, trees will grow with you and your family and bring color and nature into your world. For your assurance of quality, look for trees and shrubs with the Medallion plant tag. Medallion plants, locally grown, the pride of Niagara.
AM 900 CHML is giving you more news when you want it most. Non-stop news weekday mornings 5 till 9, weekday afternoons 3 to 6, with weather and traffic on the 9s. Hear about it first from AM 900 CHML, Hamilton's news talk leader.
Welcome back to Terra at Home. We're in the Terra kitchen right now with Malin Vandermeer, right?
Yes.
And it's so nice to have you here on the show. You're with a company, it's your baby, called Dinnerlicious. And this is a really cool concept to make life a little bit easier, particularly families and just the busy life that we're in. So tell me a little bit about it.
So Dinnerlicious is a service that provides the ingredients and the recipes for 3 meals every week, and those meals change every week, and then we deliver them to your house.
Ah, lovely. So basically you're providing all the raw ingredients, but the person still gets to go home and enjoy cooking it.
Exactly.
Which is a nice concept because you see, I mean, there are lots of different types of programs out there in businesses that you have prepared meals and they're done and you can pick them up, whatever. But this is, you're still getting to enjoy the concept of cooking.
Exactly.
You used to do all the labor-intensive stuff for people.
So yeah, the things come whole, as you'll see there. I've just prepared them, but it
Yeah.
still gives you the pleasure to prepare them and
I like that.
to involve the family and have that downtime maybe at the end of the day to talk about your day. And it also gives you the ownership of the final product. You want more garlic, you add more garlic. You don't like garlic, you don't add it.
Ah, that's very smart. And again, as you say, I mean, you're delivering whole ingredients, and I like your concept. You try to be very much about local.
Yes.
And that is very near and dear to your heart with your background.
Yes.
Again, you come from a family of chefs and bakers and just really good things, right? So it's given you all the influence in the world.
Yes, we moved around a lot. I'm from Sweden, so we would go down to the harbor and get our prawns fresh off the boat, and always shopped local farmers markets in Paris, and every week we would go and get our local.
That sounds
produce.
lovely.
Yeah.
I want to go now. All right, so why don't we prepare one of these meals that you would deliver to somebody's house,
Okay.
and give them an idea of some of the dishes that you can have.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So this is a chili lime chicken with seasonal peach salad and new potatoes, because the new potatoes have just arrived.
Yes,
and I'm
perfect.
excited.
Very good.
So we will start with, I did boil the potatoes before, so
Okay.
they're done.
Yep.
Otherwise I would start with that. Now I'm going to start with, this is a spice mix, so you get the spices that you need if there is a mix of them. So we're going to add them to the chicken.
I love that. It just makes it really handy, because I find sometimes when you're looking, you look at a menu, whether it's online or through your cookbook, and you look at it and all the ingredients you have to get, that in itself, having to get to a store, pick all that up, this is nice because, again, as you say, it's all there for you. And some of them are nicely portioned.
Exactly, because that takes time and it's frustrating.
It does,
So
yeah.
I just added zest of half a lime into the spice mix. And so we're going to add that to the chicken. So I'll add about half to the one side. And you can rub that in if you want. If you don't mind getting your hands dirty. We're going to add some of the, olive oil to the pan.
As you're mentioning to me, you're given the menu, you're given all the ingredients and how it's all listed for you within the package. So I have that actually here. So this is the bag that you would get delivered, and then this would be your list of how you do it and what's in the bag.
Exactly.
And so you can lay it all out in front of you, and then you would just suggest there's a couple ingredients that you have in your own pantry that you would add to it.
Exactly, and those I send an email out about the week before, so no surprises when you get your stuff. So if you go shopping on the weekend anyway for your breakfast food, if there's something you don't have, but they're generally, like today there is oil, honey, and salt,
Okay,
which
and
is
that's it.
generally things that you have at home.
Most
And you
people
can
have.
use agave nectar syrup if you want, if you don't have honey, or even sugar, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to then add the other half of the spice mix to the other side.
Okay. Smells really good.
And then we'll just let those fry away there while we prepare the salad. So the salad is made of peaches that are seasonal right now and out. We're going to add the juice of one lime to the bowl.
Okay.
And then we're going to add the rest of the zest as well.
Okay.
And this is something called sambal welik, which is this chili paste. And it just saves you time on having to cut the chili and the burns that come with that.
Right.
If you forget that you did that. And so you can start little. I'll add about a quarter of a teaspoon, not tablespoon. That would not
extra
be
spicy
good.
here.
Yeah. And then you just mix that in a little bit. And sorry, I should take the honey, and we'll add about half a tablespoon, a teaspoon and a half of honey.
So we're saying how great this is, particularly as we're going this time of year now, officially moving towards, kids going back to school, family life getting busier, everybody back to work. And this just helps a couple of days out of the week just to take some of that stress off your life.
Exactly.
We're still making a home-cooked meal, but just having a little bit of help along the way.
Exactly.
Right?
And then you can bring this is a meal for 2 to 3 people. We also do a bag for 4 to 6 people.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So bring leftovers to work.
I was going to say
Save,
that you could actually that would be a great idea.
Save money on takeout lunches. This is some local yogurt that I then again measured up as much as you need. So then you don't have to think about really what you're doing. You just add it in.
It's like you have your own cooking show at home. You've got all the ingredients in front of you and
it makes it fun.
Yeah.
Then I think it's a de-stressor at the end of the day rather than a stress factor.
I like this idea.
And so then I've also chopped up 1 red pepper which we will add in, but first we're going to add some salt. So that all says exactly how much you should add. You're going to add.
Okay. So while you continue to make this, basically people can go onto your website.
Yes.
You serve, let's talk about your region.
We serve Stony Creek, Hamilton, Ancaster, Dundas, Binbrook, Burlington, and Oakville.
And now Oakville.
And sort of everywhere in between.
That's great. And so people can go online, they can contact you, you can talk about what their personal needs are and then set it up.
And that's exactly. The other thing is personal needs. We do substitute out, if someone doesn't like or can't eat fish or beef or pork, we substitute that out for chicken. Generally chicken, because chicken is something that people aren't.
Yeah, usually it's pretty neutral.
Exactly.
It's a neutral meat.
Exactly. And the same with gluten. Like this is a gluten-free meal today, but if there is gluten, we also do gluten-free. So people that have that restriction.
And again, that actually helps a lot of people because some people don't know how to prepare meals gluten-free.
Right.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll finish this up, we'll come back, we'll plate it, and we'll give you more information again on Dinnerlicious right after this quick break.
Live color fully at TERRA, where color lives.
You've sat under them and built forts in them. You've swung from them and fell out of them. You've even fallen in love under them. Trees have always held a special place in our hearts and memories. A natural beauty, trees will grow with you and your family and bring color and nature into your world. For your assurance of quality, look for trees and shrubs with the Medallion plant tag. Medallion plants, locally grown, the pride of Niagara.
Welcome back to TERRA at Home. We're here with Malin from Dinnerlicious, and again, it's a prepared meal. Well, it's all the ingredients are there for you, delivered so that you can prepare it at home. It just saves a lot of steps for you, like going to the grocery store and all those spices all measured and all that other stuff. So.
Exactly.
So we're at the stage now. You added the peaches during the break.
Just to get them a little sweeter.
Yeah.
Just cooking them a little bit sweetens them up. So we're going to add them to the salad. And that also warms the salad up a little bit, which is nice.
Yeah, okay, that's neat. And I love the salad because it's so colorful.
Yeah,
and again, it's creamy, but you've used light, natural yogurt.
Exactly.
So it's actually very light. It's not a heavy.
Not at all. It's just a light, fresh meal. So then you just mix them in. I put the chicken on the plate, and we'll add some salad. And so it's a creamy salad.
I love it though. And again, using local ingredients, and that's your focus.
Exactly.
You adapt throughout the sea as the seasons change for people and to their dietary concerns as well. It's dinnerlicious.ca for more information and to really, again, give you, the average person would maybe do, you would say, about a couple meals a week?
Yes, just to give 3 meals a week so you have space for other things to happen.
Right.
So it doesn't become a stress that you have these ingredients,
well, that's
but
true.
It helps out in the balance.
Absolutely. So again, it's about ease, and particularly as we're moving through, September and getting back to school. And it was really nice to have you on the show. And I wish you the best of luck with your company. I know it's new and launched just last year, so this is definitely something that's perfect for the working parents. And you have a little one too, so
two.
So you realize how much you appreciate having all the ingredients there for you, and especially ones that are good for you as well. So this is perfect. This is something we believe in here at TERRA at Home. And again, dinnerlicious.ca for more information. That's it for TERRA at Home today. Have yourself a good one as we head in through September.